Right now at 6 o'clock, ACL about to get underway, and those who live near Zilker Park are gearing up for extra people and cars in their neighborhoods.
And the East Coast remains on high alert for Hurricane Joaquin. We'll tell you how those states are preparing for the storm.
At least 10 people are dead after a mass shooting at an Oregon college. I'm Will Carr, and I'll tell you what we're learning about the gunman coming up.
From Fox 7 News, this is Good Day Austin with Amanda Salinas, Dave Freilich, Lauren Petrowski, and Zach Shields.
Hi everybody, 6 o'clock on your Friday morning. Happy Friday to you. And the wait is over as some nice fall weather has finally come to town.
It is cool outside. We like it, Zach.
Yeah, finally, the morning hours, evening hours lately have been feeling more like fall. Now it's time for the afternoons to start feeling more like early October, just in time for the first round of ACL Fest. We have all the locals and visitors coming into town to enjoy some music outdoors, and the weather is just going to be absolutely gorgeous. Problem is, all the visitors in about 6 months will go, you know what, I want to live in Austin now. You should have been here a couple months ago when it was super hot. There goes the front. No rain with the front. Now we have a breeze coming at us from the north, and that's chipping away at the humidity. Yeah, the moisture levels are dropping along with the temperatures. We're in the 60s across the board. No 90s in our future today. Low 80s at lunch and then mid 80s as we wrap up the day. The nights and days will get even cooler as we roll into the weekend. We'll check out those numbers coming up in just a few moments.
Could have been here a couple days ago when it was super hot.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks. Let's check on the roads on this Friday morning. Head out to Randy Taylor. Hey, Randy.
Hey there, Dave. And for the most part, the roadways are looking pretty good today on this Friday. This is 35 near 51st Street. You see a few cars out there, but there is still plenty of room to move. We do have one incident working right now. It's going to be northbound at 35 at Riverside. It is a disabled 18-wheeler in the left lane. We are seeing a little bit of a red flow there now on the map, but that's not going to cause you any major delays. Now, if you're going to be heading out your door and traveling westbound on 290 from FM 973 to 35, you're looking at just about a 15-minute drive. I'm Randy Taylor, Fox 7 Traffic.
Hurricane Joaquin is now a dangerous Category 4 storm. It's expected to turn to the north and northwest today, heading straight for the eastern coastline of the U.S. The storm has already hit the Bahamas, bringing with it damaging winds and heavy rain. Forecasters warn Joaquin could get even stronger before it makes landfall. People from New England to the Carolinas are preparing for the worst, stocking up on emergency supplies such as flashlights, batteries, and radios, and several governors have already issued emergency declarations.
This is a proactive measure to ensure that all necessary resources are mobilized in areas of our state with the greatest potential need.
Federal officials are also preparing for Joaquin. FEMA is deploying its storm response teams to the East Coast just in case.
At least 10 people are dead. 7 others are injured following that shooting spree at a community college in Oregon. As the tight-knit community tries to cope with this senseless act of violence, we are learning more about the gunman. Fox's Will Carr has the story.
Devastation on an Oregon college campus as a man armed with at least 4 guns opens fire on a classroom full of students.
We need love and compassion and healing, and it's going to take a long time.
People in the town of Roseburg are in mourning following a mass shooting at Umpqua Community College. Police say the violence, which erupted Thursday morning, could have been worse.
We do know that we have at least 2 heroic officers who responded into the building within minutes and exchanged gunfire with the suspect.
The gunman, who reportedly demanded his victims state their religion before firing, has been identified as 26-year-old Chris Harper Mercer.
People were running in every direction. I ran to a hill. Everybody was just running everywhere.
Shocked. Shocked is all I can say. It's been a devastating day. Devastating for me and my family.
Hours after the shooting, police could be seen searching the suspect's apartment, looking for clues as to what may have led up to the violence.
He lived above us. My daughter has personally heard confrontations going on, which worried her enough to want to go upstairs and ask what was going on.
In the wake of the tragedy, President Obama is calling for stricter gun laws, saying it's not enough to offer prayers for the victims.
It does nothing to prevent this carnage from being inflicted someplace else in America. We collectively are answerable to those families who lose their loved ones because of our inaction.
At this time, it's not clear where or how the suspect got the guns involved in the shooting. Meantime, the college will be closed until Monday. In Los Angeles, Will Carr, Fox News.
Here at Austin, colleges are trying to figure out what policies they'll set in place when the state's new campus carry law goes into effect. Lauren's in the studio with more. Lauren.
Yeah, professors and students gathered for a rally for a gun-free UT. The organization Gun-Free UT is urging the university to enact the most restrictive campus carry policy possible. These people don't want guns in classrooms or offices. 150 professors signed a pledge to refuse to allow guns in their classrooms. Government professor Brian Jones fears that students won't feel comfortable speaking their minds if they know someone could be armed.
People need to get aware of what's going on and what's happening to our campus, which is bad for UT, bad for our great university.
I think just having guns in classrooms just promotes kind of an environment of violence, and it kind of makes students feel more unsafe in a place where they should be feeling safe and welcome to express themselves.
Most mass shootings, they occur where people don't have guns. I guess shooters see that as an easy target, and so that's why I'm in support of campus carry.
Now, UT has developed a campus carry policy working group. They will be holding another open forum on this issue Monday afternoon at 3 in the Texas Union. The task force will send its recommendations on to UT President Gregory Fenves next month. Private universities can opt out of campus carry, which both St. Edward's and Houston-Tillotson have decided to do. Amanda?
Lauren, thank you. Testimony wraps up in a hearing to determine if manslaughter charges will be dismissed against a former APD detective. Charles Kleinard and his defense team claim he has federal immunity and should not be tried for a fatal shooting 2 years ago. In June 2013, he was working a Central Austin bank robbery case when Larry Jackson Jr. allegedly showed up and tried to cash a stolen check. After a brief foot chase, there was a struggle under a bridge where Jackson was fatally shot. But even if the criminal case is dismissed, there will still be a trial. That's because Jackson's family has hired local attorney Adam Lowy and filed a civil lawsuit.
You can't have a functioning judicial system when there is an act like this in which a man is killed in this way and that it's somehow just dismissed, that it never goes before a jury. That's the kind of stuff you see in third world countries, you see in China. We'll quietly just dismiss something like this. The American system of justice is a jury trial. It is so important. It's in the Constitution. The Founding Fathers put it in there for a reason because the community needs to see what happened here. And so even though it's taking a long time, we believe it will get there.
Testimony in the motion to dismiss is expected to wrap up today. A ruling from the judge is expected at a later date.
We've got music lovers from around the world crowding into Austin for the 14th annual Austin City Limits Music Festival. It does begin a little bit later today. It covers 2 weekends. Fox 7's Nick Spinetto is live at Zilker Park already with the story. Morning, Nick.
Hi, good morning to you, Dave. Yes, the fun starts about 5 hours from now. That's when the gates to Zilker Park open for ACL. So about 5 hours from now, that's when you can expect about hundreds of thousands of people to, about 150,000 people rather, to invade Zilker Park for this music fest, which is really renowned for one of the best music fests around. It's playing 2 weekends this year with a really impressive lineup of bands, and with so many people in town, organizers and police really want everyone to enjoy music and really just the city of Austin in itself. But they're also reminding everyone to be safe. Extra officers will be out patrolling the streets, watching for drunk drivers. So you know what, to avoid getting pulled over, catch a cab or a bus, take the train, walk, get a sober driver, use one of this year's sponsors, Uber.
It's a safe option, Uber, taxi cabs, and it's been very helpful in the past.
We work really closely with our security team, the Austin Police Department, to make sure that everybody here on site is having a good time but being safe while they're here.
And certainly if you're going to be driving anywhere near Zilker Park, expect road closures and delays. So, take a look at this map. Take a look at this map on your screen. These roads will be impacted by the festival. Barton Springs from Mopac to Sturzing is closed. Stratford Drive is also closed. Traffic on Sturzing Street and Toomey Road will be reduced to one way. So bottom line, just expect lots of delays out here. And you know what, Amanda and Dave, bring lots of bug spray because I just inhaled one.
Oh!
So definitely bring bug spray if you're going to be coming out here.
That is probably not going to be the only bug inhaled at ACL this year. Go get some water.
The magic of live TV.
Oh.
The magic of live TV.
Yeah. Nick, thank you very much. The trooper.
Oh, I thought maybe something was wrong with him, allergies, but Those bugs are on the attack.
And bugs and allergies, that's a rough combination.
That's true.
Okay, if ACL is not your thing, there are a couple other things going on.
It's going to be a great weekend in the capital city. A lot going on. We're going to have some ideas for you in our Fox 7 weekend. Right now, it is 6:10, 68 degrees outside.